But obviously, if Ezreal and Yuumi get to 6 items, Alphari up here in top lane, I'll be completely honest, I do not know enough about the Zac versus Gangplank matchup, so I'm gonna refrain from commenting. Alphari might be looking for a cheater, but he pushed way too fast for it to be a cheater, so I do think this is a bit of lost opportunity here. Although it doesn't look like the other minions are actually inside of the turret range, so perhaps Alphari could actually still go for a cheater recall here. Lower music? Okay. How do I do that? Like that? I think that's it. Okay. Okay, so Nemesis cheater recalling here against Ornn. Did manage to get the cheater off. Bwipo trading pretty nice. Thanks, Chunks. Yeah, I know. No, Chunks. Bye, Chunks. Okay. Yeah, I can't show the game, guys. I'm not getting my stream banned. We're about to lose to Hype Train level fucking 1. Holy shit. Nemesis flashes out, but Selfmade was seemingly ready to go back in. Actually, I think there's a way for them to play that and then ultimately win it, but I have to see the replay again. Nemesis is really far ahead in mid lane right now. Has quite a sizable CS advantage. Now, obviously, Nuke Duck is going to get 5 CS, so it's going to be 24 to 35. Oh, Nemesis actually missed the teleported on minion. Xerxes trying to set up a gank here against Bwipo in top. Bwipo's lane state is obviously really fucking awful right now, so this does suck for him. And, okay, Bwipo ends up getting cancelled. Alphari misses the cannon, which is really big. And honestly, yeah, this isn't a good look for Reckless down there. 0 CS. I mean, I really hope that in the replay of this game, he reflects deeply upon the first 5 minutes and just really tries to understand, you know, the kind of mistakes that he's made in this game. Call was already purchased for the Gangplank, but Bwipo, I think, is ahead in XP because of the Trundle. He's going to end up picking up... I mean, they're really hovering in on this lane, and to be honest, I really don't mind it, because there's not a lot that I understand about the Zac versus Gangplank, so I don't know. Can I put our stream on a little more delay, please? It's really hard to sync up. Use YouTube. D2, D3? Oh, D2, D3 is right here. Yeah. D2, D3 is right there. Absolutely. And then my trusted mods, as you can see, we have Blue Moon Bear, Pogduck, and King Buro, so they will be joining me. Where are the VIPs? Not here. So, okay. As it currently stands in this game, they're funneling the Zilean, which I think is actually really, really impressive. Because this is it definitely is a spin on fasting Senna. Zilean also does have the teleport. We'll see what the first item is going to be for Hylissang. He does have Airy. He's not going Glacial. And I suppose that maybe that's because he is fulfilling the more supportive role. And it's really cool, because Zilean is very similar to Yuumi in a lot of regards, in terms of like the speed up. And while he doesn't quite have the healing, he does have the resurrection. The Yuumi ultimate is very akin to like QWQ. Thoughts on replacing Zilean with Zyra? No. What? Why would you place Zilean with Zyra? Zyra would just get poked out. You don't pick Zyra against long range like double poke. It's a really bad decision. You choose Zyra against like melee range, all in. Self-made, making his way up to top lane. And not going to actually have the damage to get the kill. Nemesis is here, though. There is even a minion wave. This is really unfortunate. Huh? Does it kill? It does. First blood. And Ornn not able to do anything. Ornn's actually walking up. And you can see that Selfmade, he has level 6. They don't know about Nuke. You know what? That was a blessing. That Selfmade's... Okay, well, holy fucking shit. Wind Wall. Blocking. Dawning Shadow ends up whiffing. Selfmade trying to outplay this right now. And fucking, where is Alfari? Oh, Bippo is tanking aggro, but it doesn't matter because he has the... Okay, I think this game's over. Holy shit. You're from LCK? Hi. Denisu18. Welcome to my unfiltered version of LS off the LCK cast. Prepare for a lot of holy fucks, a lot of curse words, and, you know, a little bit more detail when describing when mistakes are happening on our screen. So, hope that you fasten your seatbelt and enjoy the stay. Okay. Even though Origin have a scaling team composition, I would say that they actually scale worse than Fnatic. I would say they do scale a lot worse than Fnatic. Hi from LEC. Hello, Nuggets XD. How are you? I watched the seatbelt game today. Safety belt. Let me, Okay. So I had to type my thoughts basically on the Fnatic game. So far. So Selfmade, they end up getting the Mountain Dragon, perfect dragon roll number 2, as Cloud is rolled second. That's basically the best dragon that you can possibly. Well, I suppose you could maybe make an argument if another dragon would end up spawning, because you have Zillion, but ideally Fnatic would like to be getting first and second, third and fourth Drake, so that they can get to, the soul. Why my brain is broken. I just cast 8 LCK games. Okay, so yesterday I finished co-streaming LEC. I talked to Nemesis for like an hour. Okay, and then he messaged me again. So I slept, woke up for LCK, or I got ready, I ate, did 8 games of LCK with some pauses. It was something. It was absolutely something else. Nemesis. The Fnatic broadcast didn't happen because LCK went till 11:30, and the Fnatic broadcast was scheduled for 10 to 10:30. You know, depending on when LCK would finish, but it didn't finish in time. 1 hour talk appreciating Karibo? No, that's the 1 hour prayer. Appreciating Karibo 4 times a day, actually. Is this how the first game you watched this entire split with not a single Sinner champ in it? I actually think it is. This is the most holy of team compositions by both teams. Alfari's so goddamn pissed. He uses his ultimate, but obviously It's not just to clear the minion wave. Well, I mean, it is to clear the minion wave because he anticipates that Self-Made is probably coming up and is trying to just buy time, but time is not of the essence as he will not have his ultimate now available. He's just not long for this world. Gonna end up picking up the kill right there. Bwipo manages to walk out. Ezreal is completely right now. Do I work with Fnatic? No, not contractually. Like not. The way that you're asking, no. Do I talk to players a lot? Yes. What do you mean? Jesus. What's your opinion on Reckless this season? I think Reckless is the best ADC in Europe. Holy fucking shit! That damage was a metric fuck ton. Rift Herald being spawned up in top lane. Bwipo. Rift Herald is going to end up colliding, but you can see that Yasuo is actually moving. They don't have teleport on Hylissang. They are going to be able to kill the Rift Herald, and this means that Reckless and friends get the turret down in bot lane. Origin are just so far behind right now. You know what the situation with MSI is? No, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to say. I didn't predict... Well, I mean, I give my thoughts on the drafts after each draft. Today, I think I went 7-1 at LCK today. I think I went 7-1 in predictions. Or I went 6-2? I'm trying to think. What? Okay, bye, Chunks. What did I get wrong? Have to look it up. I don't know why I don't have it open. I don't have it open right now, I'm sorry. Yuumi is going to come up into top lane, latch on with the Ornn. And all that Fnatic needs to do right now is just play everything really safe. And make sure that they can avoid team fights without something being on absolutely 100%, 90% or something like that. They need to just avoid it entirely. They're going to come over. They're going to get the Cloud Dragon, so a little bit of CDR. They're really hoping to roll Ocean. That's what I like to see. All right. That is what I do like to see. All right. They do need to roll the Ocean there. Like script. Alright. How do you sync up? Just use multi-stream or something. Or use YouTube if YouTube is fixed. Okay, well, that was a shitload of damage. The exhaust actually came out way too late. So, Upset just trusting Destiny there, but ended up just getting completely fucking obliterated by the Gragas. Reckless and Hylissang just sort of pushing in mid. I mean, this is a pretty slow and steady execution. Reckless might die here. Oh! Zillion ultimate comes out, and now will Hilly end up dying? Hylissang has flash as well. As Ornn does go down. And Zillion is just fucking doing work. There's the slow. Reckless ends up getting the kill. This game's over. It's just fucking over. It's actually just lights out entirely. The Blade of the Ruin King on Yasuo here as first item. I don't know if I... Is it? I mean, okay, Blade of the Ruin King on Yasuo is good. The thing is that they're going to end up stacking armor. But I guess actually the top side isn't stacking armor because of the magic resistance. Yeah, I don't think that it's first item good. I don't like it as first item. I know that sounds really strange. I mean, this is something that I'll argue about with him later. It's totally fine. What do I think of Origins Draft? Is it as bad as the casters are saying? It's very outclassed by Fnatic. Basically, they're both trying to... So, okay, if this was a trading card game, these are basically in the same archetype and very similar colors, but Fnatic's would be tier 1 and Origins would be like tier 2. So it's like a tier 1 deck versus a tier 2 deck. And the tier 1 deck even has like sideboard already included. So this game is just an absolute stomp. Reckless needs to get reported, obviously, at the end here. Did end up dying. How would you like it after PD or PDIE? Let's take a look. I mean, Origin pulls the trigger. Zillion ultimate comes out, teleport ends up getting channeled. Zillion is so under. I'm so fucking happy that we're starting to see mage supports. Where did Leona and Leona and where'd Leona and Nautilus and Tom and Braum and all them go? Elise, all these fucking sinners just disappearing. They went to NA. Why is fasting Senna considered ADC role? Because unlike traditional Senna support, she eventually does come online and starts taking all the farm again. So it's a little bit different than traditional support. That's basically because eventually she starts farming. Check Fanatics bans this game. Did he do? Hold on. Did he anti-hover or what? No? I've been informed there was not an anti-hover. Jesus. Alright. Rabadon's Death Cap being built by Gragas. There's a lot of magic resistance, so I don't know. This is... So, this is one of those really interesting spots where it depends what happens in the team fights. There's math on Rabadon versus Liandry's, which actually gets really interesting on a lot of champions. So it depends how the team fights end up conducting, I think, because in regards to Gragas, because Gragas is trying to go for the full-on body slam, so the body slam cask, etc. But things, Liandry, there's actually a lot of instances where Liandry's out damages Death Cap, as weird as that sounds. So it is something. Someone in chat saying that Rabadon's makes Gragas a bit more tanky. The thing is, though, is that Liandry's comes with the 300 HP, so you have to factor that in when you're considering like health restored. Let me take a look. As everything on my PC is actually lagging right now. What? Yeah. What? After this game, post-match was Shocks, Ender, and Frostskuren. I think I'm going to listen to that, so I'm going to have to mute the audio. Origin still drafted decent, except for the Trundle. Origin's... Okay. This is actually... It's a Tier 1 deck post-sideboard versus a Tier 2 deck in the same exact archetype. So it's basically like when your dad brought you to the card store, okay, and you had a starter deck. Okay? And you went in there, and your fucking $30 ragtag deck of cards ended up going up against fucking Magic Mike's decked out fucking $400 Tier 1 deck. And even though you were both trying to achieve the same thing, Magic Mike just, he's got it all. So, doesn't matter even if you play better, even if he's falling asleep at the table, wiping his fucking Dorito-crusted fingertips off on his pants, taking a big ol' swig of fucking Mountain Dew Baja Blast as he dips into his fucking Taco Bell takeout bag. You do still lose to Magic Mike. Fuck. Oddly specific. Hell yeah, bro. What if the €400 deck is from NA? True. Why are they allocating the farm onto Zillion? It seems like they're actually, yeah, they are just doing that. So it looks like Reckless is actually just playing support Senna with lethality. And, I mean, Senna's getting a bit of farm now at this point, but not too much. As Nemesis, the wind wall, does end up coming out. Whippo going in as well. Teleport coming in from Zillion. Nemesis does have to flash out. This is honestly too aggressive. Baron's up. Reckless is coming over. It has Dawning Shadow. There was no need for this fight to happen. It's just them being way too overeager. It's not the end of the world, though. Ocean Soul, I mean, it's coming up in 40 seconds. They just need to recall. Nemesis should get Guardian Angel as his next item. They should basically look to do everything as obnoxious as possible from this point forward. In terms of, like, itemization, I mean, you have ornaments that are starting to come in. So Trinity Fusion Ezreal, Trinity Fusion Gangplank will end up coming out. What's the reason for Rod first item on Zillion? I think it's just to make him tankier. I quite literally think that is it. You can go GLP. But obviously the tankiness helps with dealing with the poke from the Ezreal and the Yuumi. The GLP is more for like setting things up, but you don't need to set things up with GLP. You can see he ends up picking up the Twin Shadows. Also, he isn't going glacial items. And I did not see what his secondary rune page is, so I'm not sure if he even has Ingenious Hunter or something. Yeah, he has Twin Shadows, but I mean, he doesn't have GLP and other stuff, is what I mean. He doesn't have Glacial Augment. What's the game plan of these decks? To surrender the first couple of turns, have a stronger economy or more cards, and then board wipe with stuff that just has a lot more value. I mean, that's literally what is mostly going on here. They're just doing it in very different ways. I would say that Fnatic's team composition is a bit more like Fnatic's team comp is a bit more red, white, blue, whereas Origins is basically purely blue, red. It's like blue, red, blue. It's like blue, red, white, and hints of green, I guess. But most things are always going to be like 3 colors. So if you're a Magic fan, you'd probably understand what I'm talking about. But you can see what I see. What do you mean? Your cam is blurry? No, there's not really. Can't let Karibo see that. My hair is air drying right now. It's all over. Hi, check 1. How are you doing? Hilly, yeah, he has Leandris. Why Fnatic ban Renekton? I don't know.